Well, how's it going? Welcome. Got a tip for you on how to learn your fretboard a little faster. I'm calling Daniel from riffninja.com, and this is what I like to do. I like to teach people how to really learn to play. And you could be next. You never know. All right. This isn't really a playing lesson. This is you can use it to play, but it's more a visual and mental exercise. But we use the guitar to figure it out. There's a group of notes called the perfect harmonies. We've got 3 perfect harmonies in music. They're universal to all styles of music, in all cultures, and pretty much in all instruments. I'm going to take it in the key of A, but it applies to any key. It's a 1, 4, 5, an octave. First thing you learn is the octave. That's always, you know, 2 strings over, like don't count the string you're on, but 2 strings over and 2 frets higher. So we've got, for the octave in A, the pattern we're going to work with is 5th fret, 6th string, and 7th fret, 4th string. That's my A octave, okay? Now the other 2 notes that work really well with it are the 4 and the 5 out of the scale. So if you've got A, then you've got B, then you've got C, then you've got D, and you got E, and you got F, and you got G. Those are the 7 notes. So C and D, A, B, C, and D are 4 and 5. So A is octave, which is 1. C and D is 4 and 5. Together, they make up what I call a perfect harmony box, right? Which you can find anywhere on the fretboard with that same distance, except when you're crossing the B string. That's another complication. But for example, here's 1, here's 4, here's 5, here's octave. That's an A. Now if you know your 1, 4, and 5, it's really easy to figure out. It's the 4th letter name and the 5th letter name. So you have A, D, and E. So if you want to know, here's your G root. Use your low string as root. Here's my G root. My 1, 4, and 5 is C and D. So G, C, and D. Octave is here. There's my G, there's my C, there's my D, there's my octave. That works on every string. Like you can move over. Like if this is D, that's on the 5th fret. And that's 5th string, 5th fret. And if there's my octave, there's D and G, or D and my octave. And your 4 and 5 is G and A. So there's D, there's the high octave D, there's G and there's A. D, G, and A, and octave. And that works again. When you're crossing the B string, you got to make up for it by 1 fret. Normally your octave would be here. 2 strings across, 2 frets up. But now when we're crossing the B string, because of the way it's tuned, we're out by 1 semitone. The pattern has to be modified and changed. This is how we do it. Make up for it by 1 fret. Normally, an octave is 2 strings and 2 frets up, but not here when we're crossing the B string. Everywhere else it works. Wherever we move, it's 1, 4, 5, an octave. When we cross strings, it's 1 an octave. And so you could have 1, normally 4 is here and 5 is here, but now it's 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, and 5, an octave. Right out of the scale, okay? Okay, back to this again. So wherever you are, this is 1, 4, 5, an octave. 1, 4, 5, an octave. 1, 4, 5, an octave. That's D. And all your scales, major or minor, diatonic or pentatonic, all have 1, 4, and 5 an octave in it. So that gives you 4 notes right there out of the 7 in a scale. What do you know? You're a lot closer. And like I said, that works anywhere on the fretboard. If this is F sharp, that's the 4, that's the 5, that's the octave. If this is C, this is 4 or 5, that's C octave. If that's C, that's F, that's G, that's C again. There's your perfect harmony box. 2 strings over, 2 frets up. Isn't that great? Like I said, that works anywhere. 1, 4, and 5, check it out. It's really good. And of course, as a bass player, if you're a bass player, this really helps you immensely as a bass player, because it tells you exactly what notes that you can use in that key without you ever knowing what chord changes are coming. You'll have a pretty good idea of just through that. Okay? 1, 4, 5 octave. 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 There you go. Wherever you go on the fretboard. Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you next time. Come and visit me at the Riff Ninja Academy. This is Colin Daniel, signing out for now.